Hello and welcome. This is Rooflemonger and my friends. Today we're talking about Super Baby 2 in Dragon Ball FighterZ. And specifically, we're talking about the golden Great Ape form, returning to Monkey as it were. So obviously, move super cool, and on its face, that would be enough for many, but there is a lot more. So I want to talk to you about just certain setups here, pressure after wake up, and also a pretty key concept of the move that you're not going to see here in the move list. Now, to note though, it does say here move changes based on number of allies, so just in case you're not aware, if you somehow were to lose an ally, like if you have one of your characters dead, the move will change. You'll do a little bit of a different animation. You'll do the Gallic Gun instead, and it'll do a bit more damage in combos, just so you know. That's not what I'm talking about here. It actually has a very strange defensive property. So what's extra special about the move is when you're doing the move and you're doing the startup here, if you were to look at, say, the frame data of the move, it'll say it'll start up here in 18 frames. So the moment from when you start to when it connects, it's 18 frames. So it'll take that long to connect to the enemy. So in a lot of supers that are invincible, the thing is here, like, you could jump in, you'll be invincible, sure, but they'll land in that time, right? But the thing is this, the Return to Monkey has a guard point. So by doing it right when Gohan's coming at me, he should be able to hit the ground, but instead, he's going to get caught in my guard point, and he's going to stay there long enough for the move to go off. And this has very strong defensive potential. So first off, if anything, if you just have someone coming wild on you just from the air in some sort of angle, be it a super dash or be it an instant air dash, this makes this a lot stronger because they're going to connect with that guard point and they're going to stay frozen in the air long enough to actually get hit by the level 3 move versus so many other invincible style moves. You'll go through the invincibility, land, then have time to block. Not so much with this in mind. Now let me show you why this is extra important. So in Dragon Ball FighterZ, safe jumps are a simple enough concept. If you're there to be hit, I will hit you. And if you do something invincible, be it like a Dragon Punch or a level 3 super, something like that, I will go through your invincible frames, land, and have time to block. So Jiren, okay, safe jump time. Haha, I did my level 3, Jiren. Gotcha. Oh, you just blocked. Okay, so that is the essence of the safe jump right there. But now with this in mind, so same deal is going to happen here. And it turns out that safe jump for Jiren, oh, gotcha. So he's actually caught on the guard point long enough that he didn't get to return to the ground fully and get a chance to block. And that's what makes this so important. So it can actually defeat certain safe jump setups thanks to this defensive property. Now that said, it isn't all safe jump setups. Certain safe jump setups are like really tight, like near frame perfect, and it won't be able to catch those, sadly. Like this Kefla example here. So yes, catch the guard point, sure, but it still took a few more frames for the move to get off, and during that time, Kefla could totally touch the ground and have time to block. So you'll have to kind of test its setup, I guess, but still, it's a strong defensive property for this move that lets it get around a lot of the usual setups to get around level 3s. So when you're playing around with your Super Baby testing, I say mess around with that. Some common setups, you might be surprised what it can beat. Now, another thing to note here about going Great Ape. So you get the hit, great, fantastic even, right? It does much more damage than most level 3 supers in the game, so that's awesome. But what do we do after the fact if it doesn't kill? Well, obviously, we need our okizeme, our wake-up pressure. So it has exactly 30 frames of advantage after the hit. Now, it doesn't matter which version of the move, power up or regular, it's always 30 frames, and turns out we can get a little bit of a mix-up afterwards. Since it's a level 3 super, that means it's a hard knockdown, so there is no wake-up options possible. No up tech, back tech, delay tech, any of that stuff. You just gotta wake up normally. And with that said, let's give you a basic option. So after you do the move, what we're gonna do here is just a basic air dash. Just gonna jump, air dash forward, and we're gonna hit the light attack. And what that is gonna be is actually a cross up, as you can see right there. And this cross up is a safe jump. It beats wake up vanish. It beats Wake Up Down Heavy beats Wake Up anything you can think of, right? So in and of itself, since it's already protecting itself as a safe jump and all that, it is a quick cross up. They have to block the other way. And of course, then you can land and recombo and all that kind of stuff. But if it's always a cross up, then they always block the other way. So here's something else for you. So you can also instant air dash and immediately hit down and light. That guy right there. And this also will beat Wake Up Down Heavy, Vanishes, all that kind of stuff. Although it is not a safe jump, sadly, just so you know. But that effectively gives us your quick left-right mix-up, right? You only have a fraction of a second to determine what's going to happen. And since the beginning looks exactly the same, because it's both instant air dash, it can be quite difficult. Now that said, the reward for the cross-up is a lot larger because you get a full combo. The reward for staying same side is about this, basically. If you have the meter, you can do another super. And that's about the long and short of it. So one side is certainly weighted more heavily than the other, but still, it is an option available to you. So what do you do when you have them in the corner? Because obviously this whole left-right thing isn't working in the corner, right? Well, turns out it's about as easy gets. Just hold straight up, jump, land, hit medium, and you bop them on the head. And thing is here, it's totally a safe jump. So if they try an invincible reversal or whatever, Wake Up Level 3, Wake Up Uppercut, you'll land in time just safe. So don't got to worry about that. And then we kind of have the classic corner mix. So either you just do it, you just don't do it, then land and go for a low, or right before you land, then you air dash and go for lights. And basically, that's the guessing game, right? The classic mix-up. His low is a little bit slower than other characters, but not to the point where it ruins the mix-up. It's still not really reactable in that way. It's still, even though it's slower than the average crouch light, it is not that slow, right? So the classic mix-up of do the attack, don't do the attack, go for the low, or wait last second, then air dash and go for an overhead. This works just fine. It's great. It's fantastic. And my friends, that is a bunch of monkey tech for you here. The best thing about the move, honestly, even though I just went through everything, is the fact it is one of the highest damaging level 3s in the game. Obviously, even more so if you're powered up. It's more closer to like Chaozu and the Spirit Bomb than it is to other level 3 supers. So that's great, and it's going to be one of the best finishers you can get. But with all this other tech and this interesting stuff, from the defensive properties to just, punishing people on their wake up and trying to mix up, all that kind of stuff, I think is a very valuable move and one you should always keep in mind, if not even for the fact, hey, you turned into a monkey. Anyways, my friends, that's the video for now. Just wanted to let you know. So thank you very much for watching. Hope this video has found you well. Go out and play some Dragon Ball.